Alright, in this video I'm going to show you how to hook up a RXSR to a flight controller, how to get telemetry working, smart port working, and how to set up Lua script. I'm going to attempt to do all these things. Hopefully. Alright, so I'm pretty new to this stuff, so it's kind of funny that I'm going to be teaching how to do it when I barely know how to do it myself. But this video has got to help somebody out there, because if there would have been a video like this for me, it would have been a lot easier for me than to have to try to figure it all out myself. There's tons of info online, but making a video like this will just make it a lot simpler for some people. So anyway, here's the RXSR. I pulled the plug off of it and I direct soldered the wires just because I wanted to be able to slide this right underneath the 4-in-1 so that when it was on the frame I could get to the bind button right there on the bottom of the frame. So anyway, here it is up close. I'll show you how to solder it up. So if you got it sitting just like this with the bind button at the top, from the bottom here, the very bottom pad is ground. Next up is your 5-volt. The next pad is your smart port, but we're not going to use that pad for smart port. Then the next one after that is your S-bus. Okay, so those three are going to go to the flight controller for your S-bus 5-volt ground. Smart port is going to be right here, and there's a little teeny tiny pad. It has a P with a line over it right next to it. That's the one you want for your smart port. This other one over here is for uninverted S-bus, but this is your smart port one, so that's where you want to solder your wire for your smart port. Okay, so you got 4 wires. Going up to the flight controller, the white wire is going to go to a TX pad. So this is a Maytech F411 Mini. It just has 2 UARTs on it. You can get more UARTs doing resource mapping, but I'm not worried about that because I have everything I need. So UART 1 and UART 2 is what you get on here. UART 1 is going to be for the S-bus, and here's your S-bus 5-volt and ground, and then the smart port goes to a TX pad, so it's going to TX2. So for this particular FC, UART 1 is for your receiver, UART 2 is for smart port. Okay, so now we got that out of the way. I'm going to put this back onto the frame, and then we'll move on to setting it up in your radio. Alright, now that it's all wired up, ready to go, the next thing you want to do is get your radio, set up a new model, and for this we're using the QX7. It's going to be pretty much the same for X9D. If you don't know how to set up a new model, I do have a video showing you how to do that. And once you have your new model set up, you're going to go into the setup menu. You're going to make sure it's on D16 mode. Then you're going to go down to bind. You're going to push bind. You're going to set your radio aside. You're going to grab the quad. You're going to hold down the bind button while you're plugging in the battery. And you should be having a blue LED, which means it's in S-bus mode. If you don't have a blue LED, you need to hold down the button for like 4 or 5 seconds to make it come on. Otherwise it's in CPPM mode. Okay, so once you have it bound, you push the bind button again on your radio, unplug the battery, then plug the battery back in. And when you do, you'll know it's bound because you'll have your signal bars right there. So then you want to go push the 3-line button, hold down the page button, hold down the page again to the page 11, the telemetry page, and you're going to go down to discover new sensors. And you're going to get, I got 11 sensors, but another quad that I didn't have 11. I think there was like 10 or 9 or something like that. So I'm not sure why there's more this time, but anyway, you got your RSSI, the receiver battery. I don't know what the fuel is. It's moving around. 290. It just keeps going up. That's kind of weird. I have no idea what that is. Temperature, I'm not sure if that's working. Probably has to be calibrated. I mean, there's no way it has a temperature. I'm pretty sure you have to have some kind of sensor wire that has temperature abilities. I don't think that's right. But the battery is right, and it doesn't usually say battery. I made it say battery. It comes up as VFAS, VFAS. And then current, 24 amps. I'm not sure what that is. I don't think it's measuring the current, but anyway, you get all those sensors. Pretty cool. So next up, now that it's all ready to go in your radio, I'll show you how to set up in Betaflight, and then I will show you how to get Lua script working. Alright, so we're going to plug into Betaflight. Connect. We're going to go to the ports tab, and like I said before, UART1 is going to be your S bus, so you want serial RX on for that. UART2, you just turn on smart port. So under telemetry output, you're going to click on this and click on smart port. Then you click save and reboot. Now this is going to be the same as, well, not exactly the same. I mean, if for any other flight controller, you need to have the UART on for S bus for whatever UART it is that your S bus is on. On this particular flight controller, it's UART1. It could be UART3 or UART2 or whatever for yours. And then depending on where you put the smart port wire on whichever TX pad, that's the UART that you need to turn smart port on. So since this one said TX2, I know that it's UART2, so I turn on smart port for UART2. So whichever one you need to turn on for your particular flight controller. And if you're totally new, I'll show you real quick how to do the rest. So in the configuration tab, you're going to scroll down. You're going to make sure it's on serial receiver and S bus. Click save and reboot, and then go to the receiver tab. And if you got a QX7, you want it on TAER1234. If you got an X9D, you want to click on this and click on FR Sky. Then you're going to click save. And you can see I got controls now. When I move my sticks on the radio, it moves the bars on the screen. So we know it's all working like it should. So that's all you need to do. So next up, I will show you how to get Lua script downloaded to your SD card. Real quickly, it's not going to be a fully in-depth, but you need a USB. First, turn your radio off. Open up the bottom here. Plug in the USB. Then you want to hold both the trims inwards and click the power button once. And now it's in bootloader mode. So now when I plug in the USB to the computer, first I'll get it up on the screen here so you can see that it pops up when I plug in the USB. So there's nothing down here. As soon as I plug in the USB, there it pops up right there. See Tyrannus USB drive E. So this is what I want right here. All this stuff, I know that this is the SD card that is inside my Tyrannus. So I'm gonna click on this, and here we got it all right here. Let's see, scripts. Okay, so you want to click on scripts, and then I got this open. This is the scripts. Next thing you want to do is open your internet. I'll go back so you can see how to do it. Go to Google and type in Lua script QX7. That's how I found it. The first one, releases Betaflight Lua scripts on GitHub. So click on that. And then right here, I'll click on this. It's a zip folder, so it'll download. You have to unzip it. I guess I'll click on it. So it starts downloading. I'll click open when done. Then I'll make a new folder out here in the window, just like called Lua script or something, or FR Sky or Tyrannus or whatever. and then I'll extract it to that folder. Okay, so here it is right here, because I've already downloaded it before. So then I'm going to open it up, click that, and then you got these two right here. So all you're going to do is hold down on it, oops, and just move it over to here. Copy it to scripts. Do that for both of those. Okay, and then once it copies, you can unplug the USB from your computer, go to exit, your radio will restart, and then we'll go back to the table and I'll show you the Lua script. Alright, so the radio's on, plugging in the battery. Now I'm going to push the 3-line button, and I'm going to hold down page to go to the display screen. So here is where you want to, it'll say none. You just scroll over to scripts, click on it, then scroll over here, click on it, and then it'll pop up BF. You want to click on that, and then you can exit out of there, hold down the page button. Oops. Something's not right. So I've seen this before, so I'm just going to turn off my radio and turn it back on. It should be fine.
Welcome to OpenTX.
Hold down the page button, and there we go. You got your Lua script. Now you can change your PIDs and all your settings from your radio. Pretty awesome. You push the 3-line button to go through the different things you can change. And the only thing I can't change is the VTX, because I don't have smart audio hooked up. I don't have any VTX hooked up yet. Pretty cool. So you hold the page button down to get out of there, and then that's my other screen. Where I got my battery voltage, RSSI. I don't know if that current, I don't know what's up with that. I'm gonna have to look into that. And then the receiver battery. And you just push the page button once to go to your PIDs. And to change it, you just click on it, change a setting, and then you hold down the 3-line button, and then you can save it. Click to save it. And that's it. That's all you got to do. And you're good to go with your telemetry and your smart port and everything. Alright, hopefully that helps somebody out, and thanks for watching.